Hello everyone, my name is Whistler, and welcome back to another episode of my hardcore series. Today, I want to get rich. Not rich in terms of valuables, but rich in terms of blocks. And the way to do that is to create a villager block factory. You see, I already have a very good source of emeralds, and I don't really have a good way to spend all of them. So, I guess I'm going to build a giant villager trading hall. Now, the villagers I would like to have is a lot of stonemasons, a lot of clerics, and a lot of librarians, and I'll go into more details about why a little bit later. So, I would quite like to use glass at some stage. Maybe black glass? I'm just trying to find where it was. But I might use a different colour of glass too. And I might also take a lot of oaken as well as a lot of these various resources like granite and andesite and diorite. I think I'll use those at some point. I think I can make that work in the build. Right, so the location for this trading hall is going to be this room right here. So I think I'm actually going to expand on how big this is a little bit, but I'd also like to go downwards as well as probably a little bit upwards. And I'm going to have 3 layers to this thing. And I think I'm going to hope for 32 villagers on each layer. And that is going to be quite a lot. There's going to be more than enough villagers to make me rich in the things I need. So on that note, let's get this time-lapse rolling. Let's go. And welcome back everyone. I was filling out the spaces of that bottom layer when I ran out of villagers and then these two decided to get stuck. So I guess we'll leave those two together for now. It is enough for me to get started with this trading hall. I've got plenty of stonemasons on this bottom layer. They're going to supply me with a lot of quartz. And this enderman can go away. And oh, I just ruined my rail system. Okay. You win that time, Enderman. Go away. Why are you still here? I don't want you here. I would like you to leave. Thank you very much. These foxes seem to be a little bit too interested in that corner for some reason. I don't know why they're doing that. There shouldn't be anything attracting them there. But I will sleep this thunderstorm away, because I'm a little bit worried that it'll burn my creeper tree away. So I've always been sleeping those away at the moment. Now, these stonemasons, they're very easy to level up. All you need to do is walk up to them with the emeralds, and then you can just buy the bricks, buy the stone bricks, the chiseled ones, and then, well, I was hoping to buy the andesite or the diorite or the granite, the polished variants, but they don't appear to be there, so unfortunately I can't show it off with that guy. But there is definitely a possibility where you can just sort of run straight into these trades and take them straight to master level, which I think is very cool. And it just gets me access to quartz immediately. And I'd quite like to use quartz in this build as well, like the chiseled variant. I want to place that above these andesite stairs that I have here. Right, so I guess I should probably level all of these guys up. If I just take this guy to the chiseled stone brick, he'll go straight to the terracotta. And these can be glazed, or they can be just the normal coloured terracotta, and that's fine. I don't mind buying either one. And then I can just go straight to the quartz after that, and that is very cool. And the fact that I can buy quartz from these guys, and that I'm gonna have 32 of these stonemason villages, just one ring, just one loop going around this trading hall, it's gonna net me quite a lot of quartz, and it's gonna save me so much time if I want to use that as a block in the future. I won't have to go out and mine nether quartz or anything like that and waste the resources. It's just instant quartz. It's glorious. But yeah, let's just get to leveling up the rest of these guys so that I can get enough quartz to finish off the rest of this build. I guess this is also a very good supply of bricks and chiseled stone bricks and all of the other blocks. Like, I think that stonemason villages are a clear choice to have as a builder for a villager trading hall. I just think that they're great. Right, let's send this guy off. You are the last victim for the dragon head zombie that I have over here. You are the last guy that needs curing. Isn't that terrific? And the minecart has refused to take him off again. That's okay, that happens. Whatever. Let's just pick him up out of there. There we go. And then he should just work his way around. Right, so I guess with the chiseled quartz, I'd quite like to put them above the andesite stairs in this villager trading hall. I just think it would work really well here. It's just sort of like a stripe that goes around. And then I might actually fill in the giant square above my head with white glass. And then I can start the next layer of villagers on top of that. I think that's most of these villages leveled up to the max. There are a few that haven't because they got some weird trades, like just the raw andesite and diorite and granite. So I couldn't level them up fully. But that was only a couple of them. Most of them I could take all the way straight away, which I thought was very cool. And you can see all of these blocks that I got from them. I'm already rich in blocks. I've not even finished this thing. This is great. I love it. I don't think I'll use this as a source of terracotta though, because I do have a mazer, a badlands, in the spawn area that I can just mine away. I don't have to search for terracotta, so I might just mine from it there. I might take terracotta from these guys sometimes. I don't know. They don't give you very much terracotta, and the fact that they don't give you very much of each colour, I just think I might mine it. Right. This guy is almost done. This is going to be the last time I cure him, which means that this is the last villager. He's done. I don't have to cure any of the guys in this room ever again. This is a milestone. Oh, and he's stealing my rails too. Well, you can have them. I don't care about the rails. I've got plenty at the moment. I should probably make myself some more golden apples though, because I have run rather low. I've only got one left. I guess I could probably cure the stonemasons, but I don't think they really need it. Most of the blocks you buy from them, well, all of the blocks you buy from them, are only 1 emerald anyway. The only thing you need to cure them for is the to sell them andesite and diorite and stuff, and I don't think I'll do that because I'd quite like to keep that for myself. Now, I will admit that during that time lapse, I found something a little bit embarrassing. So, I've had something right under my nose for an incredibly long time. And some of you are probably already guessing what it is. I've had something extremely valuable sitting right there this entire time. I just happened to find it when I was building these little villager cells. I was looking up. And the find in question is in this cave right here, so there's nothing in here. This was a lava pool. It's got some redstone in the walls, not very interesting stuff. But the real prize is in the ceiling, and I don't tend to look upwards. I don't tend to do that at all, I just look at the floor all the time. So, what it was? 4 diamond ores. Just sitting there this entire time, waiting to be taken, and I never noticed them. Wow. I can't believe I've been in this world for almost 1,000 days now, and I've just not noticed these diamonds sitting right here. Oh dear. That is embarrassing. But I've got them now. So, I'll add them to my diamond ore collection. So, I've got 46 diamond ores now. That's very cool, I think. I'm not going to fortune those. I think I'm just going to leave them silk touched. So diamond ores, they're not a renewable block. I can get diamonds from other places, and to be honest, I don't even need diamonds anymore. Especially not when I'm going to be done with this villager block factory. All of these stonemasons, they're basically done at the moment, though I do need to keep minecarting in a few more. But I think I'm going to have like a toolsmith and a blacksmith and a leather worker and a weaponsmith, and they're going to give me all the diamond tools I need. So at that point, diamonds are kind of useless. But to give you an idea of just how much quartz these guys can give me, so just one villager can give me 12, but if I multiply that by 32, that is a pretty high number. So once this layer of stonemasons is done, just one go at these stonemasons is going to give me 384 quartz blocks. And I could also have the option of getting 384 quartz pillars as well. And to translate that into stacks, that is 6 full stacks of quartz, like just quartz blocks. And that is quite an astounding amount. It basically means that I can get rich with these. They're going to give me a lot of XP too as I go, so expect some rather high levels from now on. Because I don't see myself using enchantments too much from now on, unless I make like a shulker box of like various different tools, and then I might lose all of the levels. But this is a lot of quartz, and I've not even finished it yet. Like, I've already gotten like 4 stacks of quartz. Oh, I'm gonna be so rich, and I'm gonna love it. Right, so these 2 villages are a little bit in the way, and I will move them out of the way at some point. But I'd quite like this middle layer to be clerics, and these guys are librarians. So, yeah, that's fine. I'll just move them out of the way in the future. I'll just build around them for the moment. Ah, good. The foxes have stopped being gathered at the corner, so they should be fine. Right, so one of the things I wanted to do with the quartz blocks is I wanted to swap the wool out with the chiseled quartz in this room. So I just think it would look a lot better. So, let's just go ahead and do that. Right, and that is the last block. How does this look? It should be fine. It should be fine. I'm sure it's fine. Right. Oh yes. I think this is just how I wanted it to be. Back when I first started making this thing, this is definitely how I wanted it to look. So that makes this room complete, I guess. Now, I do need more villagers, so just to kickstart off these villager breeders over here, I might just throw carrots in manually myself. I don't think this guy is doing it as fast as I would like him to be. So I would like you to get out of the way, please, and I'll just throw in carrots myself. And oh, why is there a baby here? I think that means the top villager bred with one of these guys. That is not allowed. So I've just pushed the baby back in. He's very luckily obeyed my commands, but hopefully he'll fall through. I don't think he'll stay here. Once night comes, he'll sleep, and then he should pop out in the middle when he wakes up, and then he'll fall through because he's not grown up yet. So I guess once night falls, I'll just have to sleep so that I know that he won't grow up, and then hopefully he'll just be on his merry way back down to the surface. No, not back down to the surface, back down to the mines, to the ravine. That's where they're going. But yeah, I have just thrown carrots at these guys in an attempt to make them breed a little bit faster. Now, I hate these endermen being in here. So, come over here. I've got my chest plate on. It's time for these endermen to be evicted from the premises. And they've teleported. Once again. Oh, these endermen are so irritating. Why did I have to make a room that was basically an enderman trap? I don't even mean to make it an enderman trap, it just ended up being one. Oh dear. Right, to show you just how I was getting these villagers into their slots, I was just throwing this minecart at this villager holder here, and sometimes when the numbers are low they get stuck there. But then they'd just come down here, and I'd break the rail here, and then I'd simply put a stone cutter, and then I would jump down here, break the rail and the minecart, and then I would pick those back up again. And then that would be all good. And they wouldn't take damage because I've taken the block away from their head, and everything would be fine. How much honey have I got on this farm? That's quite a lot. I should probably turn these into honey blocks and restock these dispensers before I end up running out. I should probably just fill these dispensers up to the max, you know. I don't like having it not full, although the limiting factor of that has always been glass, which is why I want a lot of librarians. That's the reason. Oh, this is a lot of honeycomb too, isn't it? Right, well, I guess I'll turn that into honeycomb blocks. That, or I'll turn it into the bee nests. Is it beehives? I forget which is which. But I've got a lot of honeycomb here now, so I guess that turns into blocks. And then at some point, we'll turn a lot of this into the beehives as well, into the man-made versions. And I might be able to stick them into a build somewhere. They've got a nice texture. Sort of like a unique wooden texture. I've just got to stop bees from going in, and then that'll be fine. Don't know where I'll use them yet though. Now, the one thing I would like in this villager block factory is actually a lot of glass. I'm going to have glass floors separating each layer from the next so that I can see the entire thing. I'm thinking about using white glass at the moment. That's the one I'm going for. But for that, I need more glass, and my glass supply is not very fast. And that's why I want the villager block factory. I want a lot of glass blocks. And that's why the librarians are one of the villagers that I'm going to stick into the block factory. And they just give me a lot of glass like this. Now this is not enough glass, by any means. I actually need them to restock. Right, and I've also got a very good supply of white dye as well, just because I have plenty of bone meal from the sweet berries. So white glass is also something that's very easy for me to come across. And I think it will go well with the chiseled quartz blocks. I think this is the right decision for sure. Right, so how much cactus has this farm produced? Because I was considering building more modules for this thing. So I was thinking about doubling the modules. And that's a lot more cactus than I expected, to be honest. I think I would like it to be faster, because those furnaces are full, which means that this bamboo farm is now producing items pointlessly, which is what I wanted to avoid. So now the minecart's sitting on top of the furnaces. But yeah, I guess I should probably produce more modules of this thing. I think another 5 would do. Just double up on it. I should increase my rate somewhat. So I'd also like bone meal from that farm. I want to be so rich on bone meal, just for future projects. It's going to be very useful for me. But yeah, I guess it's time for me to get started on finishing the rest of this villager block factory. So on that note, let's roll that time lapse. Let's go! Welcome back everyone. This room is now pretty much finished. There are a couple of things that I'd like to do, like I'd like to finish off this water elevator I have in the middle here. And I'd also like to add in some light sources for the glass. And while I know the glass doesn't need light sources, I'd quite like to place some sea lanterns there in the middle of the glass so that I can light up the floor beneath as well, so that I could get rid of the torch span. And I'd just quite like to use the sea lanterns like I have in the other room. So I've got these water elevators here in the middle, so I can just easily get straight back down to these stonemasons, and I've finally finished gathering all of the stonemasons, although I haven't finished leveling all of them. But that's fine, I'm not in a rush. I'm never in a rush. But yes, I'd quite like to get rid of the torch span down here, and I think sea lanterns above would be the perfect option. But I don't have any sea lanterns, so I guess I need to go raid an ocean monument some point soon. Maybe I'll do that next time. And then on this layer, I've not installed any villagers yet, just because I've not been able to breed as much as I want. But this layer is going to be full of clerics, and they've got plenty of useful trades that I am looking for. So they've got redstone, they've got lapis, they've got glowstone, and they also sell ender pearls, but I don't think I'm going to use that trade very much. They also sell bottles of enchanting, but I also don't think that's going to be useful. If I need XP, I'll just trade with the villagers. And they also buy zombie flesh. And I'm going to get plenty of that from my gold farm. So, once again, this is actually giving me more emeralds and something to do with the rotten flesh too. So I guess I should move this guy across at some point and cure him as well. And he'll be one of the clerics in the villager block factory on this middle layer here. And I've also placed down the workbenches for the blacksmith, the weaponsmith, the toolsmith, and the leather worker, because I do think that I'd be able to get some useful trades out of those guys. I don't care about what enchantments they'll give me, because I'll just re-enchant everything, but other than that, it should be good. And then up here, this layer is going to be full of librarians. I don't care what books they'll have, that's going to be a separate build. I'm going to make a separate library at some point, I think. But this layer is going to be dedicated to selling me glass and also selling me bookshelves. And I think that's great, because this much glass, if I get 32 librarians here, that's going to be huge. It's going to be almost an entire shulker box, and that is going to make me rich. That's going to be one of the rich factors. Plenty of glass without even having to mine sand and smelt it. The ideal world. So I don't like having to destroy biomes. So what if I want to build in them? And then I've already destroyed them? That's not something I want to do. But yeah, so once I get these villagers into these 2 layers, I guess this will be that will be the villager block factory complete. But unfortunately, I have not managed to do that just yet, because villager breeding takes time, unfortunately. I'll just have to add them to this build as time goes on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, then I hope you return, and if you do return, then I guess I'll see you next time. So on that note, bye! Thanks for watching.